Hello everyone, today I am at Netheredge Market and look at our lovely neighbour. What a good visage, what's the word? A good outlook. We've got a flower stand next to us. So yeah, today I'm at Netheredge Market. Don't know how it's gonna go, but we'll see. The weather looks alright, not boiling today. So yeah, come along with us for the day. Let's see how it goes. So I might have spoken too soon. It did have a big old rain shower, but I'm hopeful that it's going to be bright. To be honest, I don't care. I've been so hot during this summer so far that a little bit of rain isn't putting me off. The market's all dried up now and it's really kicking off. It's nice. A few people doing some dancing and we are by the food stalls, so we've already had 2 things to eat. I'm really glad that I brought my sketchbook today. That's a really good tip if you're ever at a market and you're an artist. Take a sketchbook, there's loads to look at, even on the quiet times that you've always got something to do. Hello everyone, it is now post-market, so I thought I'd do a little bit of a face-to-face catch-up because you can't really talk at a market, to be honest. I feel a little bit silly holding my phone up to myself and filming as people are there waiting to buy. So if you don't know me, my name's Emma. I'm an illustrator based in Sheffield and these are my daily-ish vlogs. I also run a small business called Embers and Ink, which sells my illustrations and stuff like that. And sometimes I do in-person markets, which is what you saw at the beginning of the video. Oh, I don't do many of them, but I do enough. And in fact, I think I might start reducing the number that I do because they are hard work. You've got to make sure that the markets that you choose to do are worthwhile. Now, while the market that I was at always makes me money, there's usually a car parked in one of the spaces. What happened when we turned up today on the market day was the person next to us had a car parked in their space that hadn't been moved, and the volunteers moved them into another person's space. Then that person whose space that was turned up and had nowhere to go, which seemed really kind of backwards to me. I would have put the person who had the car in their space, I would have found a different spare space for them, rather than just like pushing it onto being everyone else's problem. I don't know, there's some little things like that at that market which are making me consider whether I will keep selling there. But it was a really good seller, and you know, I got some really good sketches done. Is it in this one? So I like to take my sketchbook with me wherever I go. I think it was this guy, or this one maybe. Yeah, I like to take my sketchbook wherever I go, and I'm trying to get better at building scenes in my sketchbook. So for a long time I was just practicing just very quick drawing what I saw. I still do very quick drawings because I think the longer you spend on a sketch, the more uptight it becomes. So I still try and spend only like a minute, maybe 60 seconds on a drawing. But yeah, I think the sketching part of it was my favourite part of the market. This is when it was raining. I was practicing drawing umbrellas and rain jackets and stuff, which when you're drawing them quickly is quite nice to try and capture that movement, because people are all like huddled up in different bodily positions. And then the Salvation Army came out and did some brass bands, which I thought was really nice. I'm quite pleased with the way these turned out as well. And then, so I had a flower stall next to me, and through my little plastic window I could see all the flowers and people buying the flowers. And this little scene here of someone bending down to pick up a pot of flowers, I'm really so chuffed with that, because it feels like a cohesive piece all together. Because sometimes, and there's nothing wrong with this is my sketchbook, it's just a bit of practice, but sometimes I can just be a bit like focusing on the person, and I'd really like to start getting subject and background in kind of a cohesive, just practice together, to be honest, rather than thinking about the background separately. Like, think about when I'm sketching, I'm going to try and transition it into being more of a capturing the scene. So rather than just the person, put something of the background in there, even if it's just a horizon line. And so this one I was really pleased with. Also, I was right opposite a taco truck, and this, can I say the halloumi tacos of this taco truck? They're called the taco trailer, not sponsored. But I managed to get a little drawing of the taco trailer. Quite pleased with this as well. So yeah, these are my sketches. I take my sketchbooks everywhere. And if you like looking through sketchbooks, I do share my observational sketchbooks. So these little guys that I take out in my bag that I do observational sketching out in the wild with, I do share those sketches every month over on Patreon. No obligation, but if you're interested, it's one of the many rewards that you get as a £1 patron. So if you want to have a peek at my sketchbooks, even if you just want to join in for 1 month, you can join in for 1 month, pay your pound membership, and you can look through all of the sketchbook tours that I've done since the beginning of that reward being present. So you don't just get 1 month, you get all of them. Also on that tier you get access to live drawing Zooms. Our live drawing Zoom is going to be on the 30th of June. 30 days in September, April, June, November. Yeah, 30th of June. I haven't quite decided what we're going to draw yet, but on those live sessions I bring a slideshow of images and we practice drawing them against the clock. And like I said before when I was talking about my sketchbook, I like to draw quickly. So we are going to be doing quick time sketches. Think 30 seconds, 1 minute, 5 minutes, with more emphasis on the 30 seconds and 1 minute. Just practice. I don't know. One thing I like about timing my sketches is it stops me being too precious about the end result, because you can only do so much in 30 seconds. So if you're drawing, sometimes when you're drawing things in a sketchbook, or you're an artist and you're drawing stuff, so much of your self-worth can be tied up in how your drawing's going to end up. And if you spend hours and hours and hours on a drawing and it still doesn't turn out how you want it to, it can start a downward spiral. So I found that timing my sketches, doing really quick ones, has really opened up sketching for me. It's like it's been the key to me getting loads of drawing done. Where previously I've done a sketchbook tour. I'll try and link it in the video description if I can find it. If not, have a look through my YouTube history, it'll be there, sketchbook tours. And before 2023, I think I had about 3 sketchbooks or something stupid like that for the last 10 years. And like now I'm getting a couple or 3 a month. Granted, they are very small. They're like 20 pages rather than the big fat ones. And another key I find is buy cheap sketchbooks. Much less precious about it. If it's just a scribble, I don't mind. Another thing that I'm quite pleased with is, and I'll share these in the sketchbook tour as well. I'll show you one page. I had a live Zoom with Axel Scheffler. It wasn't just me. It was an evening organised by Orange Beak. And one thing I love to do in live Zooms is to draw people. So I'm really pleased with how I get my big sketchbook out, and I'm really pleased with how they turned out. There are a few pages like that. Sketching's going well at the moment. Oh, mind you, it's hot in here. Right, I am going to wrap this video up. I don't know if it's been interesting or not, but there's only so long I can spend in my studio before I absolutely melt. So I'm going to leave this video here. Thanks for joining me for this kind of hodgepodge video. I just wanted to get something out for you. So I'm going to leave this here, and hopefully I will catch you in the next one. So until then, bye. Oh, before I go, by the way, this shelving solution has really revolutionised my market experience, because my market boxes, there's 2 plastic boxes at the bottom, and that's all of my market stock. Before it was in that cupboard, so difficult to get out, so much easier. So I'm vilified in moving my studio around. It was a good move. Anyway, I'll leave this video here now. So until the next one, bye.